Within this video I would like to prove that Revie is, contrary to the opinion of every person in the Friday Night Funkin' modern community, not what the majority has claimed him to be. That he has been falsely accused of that of being a manipulator, pedophile, and groomer, and I would like to prove that he is none of these things through this video. I hope that by making this the truth will be so great as to make it impossible for anybody to counter this, as well as to make it easy to share the evidence and convince those who have accidentally fallen for the commonly told story about Revie. The accusation goes like this: Revie, a modder within the Friday Night Funkin' modding community, is, as the original accusation says, an incredibly harmful person, responsible for grooming 2 minors as well as manipulating the Friday Night Funkin' community. Upon initially hearing this and not looking any deeper into the actual situation, as most people mistakenly did, it was believed that Revie really is some great pedophile manipulator, and likewise the response to him reflects that belief. Denounce him and hurl various insults at him, remove him from all projects and scrap his work. If he ever attempts to come back, go back to telling him to kill himself. Upon closer inspection, however, all of these accusations are false. The first part of the accusation is that he allegedly engaged in erotic roleplay with the minor. It was said that he took advantage of the fact that this person was underage while he was an adult and was therefore able to manipulate him into engaging in erotic roleplay with him. Yet it should be noted that the minor in this situation was 16 and that Revie at the time was 18. Don't you think that the clarification that the age difference was actually 2 years would have helped to make the average person realize that Revie is not actually a pedophile and is instead just some kid who has been falsely accused? I mean, in what sense could you call someone a manipulator or pedophile if the age difference between them and the person they're with is 2 years? Are we to call every relationship between a junior and senior in high school a manipulative relationship, that we lock up the senior and give him 25 years in prison? Even in most states in the US and in most countries around the world, the age of consent is 16. Do those nations and states consist of hundreds of millions of pedophiles, and should everybody in those places be looked up for the rest of their life? The accusation that Revie is a pedophile and groomer is absolutely ridiculous. One of the most ironic parts about this entire accusation towards Revie is that one of the original people in the EXE team who falsely accused Revie of being a pedophile, Uptaunt, has also been caught in a sexual relationship with someone a year younger than him. Is he too a pedophile, or is it just way more likely that those in the X team are too eager to call everyone on everything a pedophile and groomer? Another accusation that was thrown against Revie was the fact that he also, along with grooming a 16-year-old, also groomed a 14-year-old. Yet what is shown is some Discord logs showing that he made a one-time comment regarding the artist's fictional character that looked like an adult. No evidence is shown that Revie actually made any sexual comments towards the artist himself, and all of this relies on some one-off thing. Going with my comment regarding arresting all the seniors in high school, should we also arrest people that get sexually aroused over fully grown adults? Arguably the most horrific part about all of these pedophiles and groomer accusations towards Revie is that JesterFrog, a person on the EXE team who did actually manipulate and groom a 14-year-old girl into sending him nudes, thereby making him an actual groomer, pedophile, sexual harasser, as well as someone in possession of child pornography and thereby actually eligible to go to jail, has been forgiven by all those in the EXE team and continues to work on the mod because of the simple fact that he is 1 year off of the horrific age of 18. To think that a year is the great line between being easily forgiven by all and being lambasted as a pedophile and groomer by everybody around you, being told to kill yourself on a daily basis and having all of your hard work instantly removed and scrubbed off of the face of earth should be easily recognized by a rational person as insane, and that of the behavior of a group of mentally deranged nuts. The final point against Revie is the fact that he apparently as well manipulated the entire EXE team into accepting his fake character, yet even then, like the other 2 points put up against Revie, this is false. As shown by various Discord logs between Revie, False Cow, Guybit, and others within the EXE team, Revie initially proposed the character to the team and it was then afterwards voted on. That doesn't sound very forceful or manipulative or tyrannical to me. If anything, it sounds like quite the opposite. That he is thoughtful of others and wants to make sure there is consensus amongst the team so that they don't hate one another, quite contrary to the current state of the EXE team. For all of these points I have made, please check the recently leaked 3.0 build and the accompanying Omega leak video I made for evidence backing up my argument, as well as actually going back via archive.org and looking at the original accusation by False Cow about Revie to see how false the main narrative against Revie is. You will see some stuff within the 3.0 build archive and in my Omega League build that also covers stuff that I was unable to cover in this video, such as the various grossly unethical things the EXE team has done, like making the fake league build that reveals your IP, as well as letting the actual pedophile and groomer JesterFrog continue to work on the EXE team as previously mentioned above. Ultimately, the lesson that should be learned is to not instantly trust what some terminally online people on Twitter say, and to instead do your own research on what really happens in these pedophile accusation situations. I hope that after watching this video you no longer believe that Revie is a pedophile groomer manipulator, and that instead he is someone who has been falsely accused and has had his entire reputation and work demolished. Please make sure to share this video to everybody that you know so that the truth gets out.